Kevin? Kevin, yeah, Martha's here. She wants to give you a kiss.
Shut up, Ma. I'm with my friends.
Hi, Mrs.
Hi, Mrs.
Krupowitz.
Krabuppelwitz.
What are you doing down there that's so important?
Well, you see, to put it simply, Ma, it's time for Talkin' Nerdy, the nerdy talk show where I ask my guests to talk nerdy to me.
Oh my.
You are listening to Talking Nerdy, that nerdy talk show where I ask my lovely guests to talk nerdy to me. I am joined tonight by Kwawe.
Yo.
And, of course, by Stephanie.
Hello.
And we are going to talk some serious nerdy to you. Because, you know, that's what we do. Now, I know we weren't here last week to talk nerdy to y'all, but that's because every single one of us was ill. Sometimes it happens that way. And so I want to apologize now for that.
You know, sickness hits you hard in this campus, especially so small and so contained. It's
and people don't take care of themselves.
Oh no, 100%. It's basically during the flu season, this campus kind of turns into like kind of like Site Zero in like a zombie movie.
Yeah, they have a quarantine building.
They actually legit have a quarantine building.
I've been in it.
Have you?
I have. It's awful.
Yeah, it's what they call the gatehouse.
Yeah,
that's not ominous at all, right?
No,
I mean,
not at all. It's hardly insulated. It's old. It's an old relic of an old begun time. And while you're in it, you feel like you've been abandoned in a time that's not your own, and that no one's coming back for you.
Oh man, yeah.
It's spooky, but that's
Luckily,
not
I've never
nerdy.
been there.
Luckily. So what's on the menu for us today? What can we expect?
I figured that for the longest time we've just been talking about things like cutlery and things like that, and I don't have the spoons to give for that anymore.
Yeah. Huh?
Yes, I'm taking a dig at you, Stephanie. We literally spent like an hour last show talking about spoons.
He loved it.
I feel like y'all are so lost without me.
No, it was a very productive conversation.
About spoons?
Yes.
Nerdy spoons?
Some
No.
backstory. I'm running a Pathfinder campaign.
We're talking about spoons again. We're going to spend an hour talking about spoons.
Yes. Well, we started a Pathfinder campaign where I'm running it.
Yeah.
And Stephanie's ever played one.
Uh-huh.
So she was asking me all kinds of questions, and then
My questions are good.
for whatever reason, she wanted to know about spoons.
Okay.
And then couldn't let it go.
Okay.
And then she was egged on by a few people.
Okay. Oh, so this was a group effort.
This was a very big group effort.
Oh my god.
And I just was like, okay, yep, we're talking about spoons.
And that took an hour?
It's
An hour and 20 minutes according to Orange.
yeah.
That's like what's half plus.
That's about that's 2/3 of the show.
There we go. Math.
Spoons.
That's a lot of spoon talk. That's talking cutlery. Talking business, talking cutlery. When are we going to be on talking nerdy, ladies and gentlemen?
See, I wanted to make sure that we talked a lot of nerdy, so that's why I was thinking we'd talk about nerdy news this week.
Okay.
And you brought up spoons again.
Yes, I was making a joke, Stephanie.
And then you got egged on to continue. And thus, history repeats itself.
Over and over and over.
Nerdy news. Bring us to that nerdy news, Alex.
So, I think the first thing that we have to address is the big nerdy elephant in the room.
Yeah, baby.
7 Deadly Sins is getting another season.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh my word, I'm so excited because 7 Deadly Sins is amazing.
It's pretty great.
Like, it says they're moving towards the story's climax, and I found out recently that the manga just ended.
Yep, it ended about
A couple days ago?
It's now been a week. It has now been a week since the epilogue has been released.
So,
and the official story has ended. Apparently, they're planning on making a Arthur spin-off manga, so there will be more story within the world of the 7 Deadly Sins.
But
for the time,
Meliodas and Elizabeth's story is over.
Their story is over. Their story has ended.
I don't know how it ends. I'm looking forward to reading it myself.
Very satisfying.
But the anime, the new season is going to focus on the Wrath of the Gods arc.
Yeah.
Which, again, I haven't gotten there in the story yet, but sounds awesome.
Oh my god, it's amazing. The final stretch of it, without spoiling anything.
Yeah, no spoilers, of course.
It's a direct continuation from where season 2 left off. Where season 2 left off was the
season 2 technically season 3 because it's weird because season 2 was actually an OVA, which was 4 episodes that made no sense.
I include that with season 2.
I would too.
All of that's season 2 for me. That's kind of like how I consider Sword Art Online and Elfheim Online 2 different seasons.
Yeah.
I consider those 2 different seasons.
Yeah, they're technically season 1, but they're 2 very
they're
separate
incredibly
arcs.
different. And so that's why I call them season 1, season 2. And so when the third one, or the second one, I guess, the one where they're in Gungale came out, and I started calling that the third season, everyone else calling it the second season, I got mad at everyone because I was like, no, it's the third season because this is the third big story that's happening.
Yeah, it's the third major arc.
I'm right, not the person who made it.
Yeah.
Reki Kawahara doesn't know his story. I know his story.
Authors go by arcs anyway. They don't go by...
No, it's weird. He pushing the envelope or what have you. But
now they've
story...
got like a 4th or 5th season, according to arc wise.
Oh my goodness, and it's so good.
Season 2 of the anime had 2 arcs.
Yeah.
Then there was the Alicization, which was the 3rd season.
Yep.
Plus Ordinal Scale, which I don't know if he actually wrote in the main story. Or
Ordinal Scale was a movie.
Yeah, I know it was a movie,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that was an arc in the story as well.
It's a canonical movie, but it's an arc in the way that canonical movies can be. So it's not really a season in and of itself. Alicization is amazing, but let's talk about after we talk about Seven Deadly Sins, because I got a lot to say about Alicization.
Oh my word, I love the Seven Deadly Sins.
But so the season 3 is, if it's gonna follow the ending and if it's gonna follow to the manga closely.
It says it's moving towards the climax.
It's moving towards.
That implies there's going to be a 4th season.
It does that kind
which
of.
Is good
it
news.
kind of does. But if it follows the manga as closely as the anime does, then it's going to continue right off with the Ten Commandments fight. And let me tell you, from the end of season 2 to when I started reading the manga all the way to the end, it is one straight war, my dogs.
But I mean, like they implied that's what it was going to be.
Oh no, 100%. But it is fighting upon battles upon. And it's all amazing, and it one-ups itself every single time.
I'm sure there's some really good character development because it was moving towards that.
Real talk. Bond gets the best character development by the end of the series out
really?
of any. Yes, Bond has a perfect arc by the end of the series, and I can't spoil anything because the freaking spoiler rules. But I want to talk about it.
Look, my man, I'm just hoping my ship sail by the end. You know what I'm saying?
What's your ship?
Meliodas and Elizabeth. I mean, that's pretty much
that's like destined. That's literally predestined by destiny.
Like it's super extra destined.
Of course, it's gonna be.
But
of course,
like
that's the
also,
ship.
King and Diane. And
Yeah.
Bon and
Elaine.
Yep. I want to see these ships sail.
Merlin and
Escanor.
Escanor.
I love Escanor.
Escanor
dude.
is literally the best.
Is great. I'm Escanor. I'm Escanor.
He's amazing, and his English voice actor
so good.
Kills his role.
Okay, real talk though. I like the English better than the Japanese for Seven Deadly.
Never heard the Japanese, so I can't really weigh in on this. What about you?
First of all,
Stephanie?
I've never seen it.
I love Bryce Papenbrook, who's Meliodas. I love Bryce Papenbrook. He does
a really good job.
He's a great voice actor, and he's apparently just a sweetheart human being.
I can see it. I can see it by the sound of his voice. He plays Meliodas exactly the way
Meliodas should be. Yeah.
Well, like when I read, he plays him in the way that I like when I hear his voice. When I heard his voice in the manga, his English voice is what I was expecting perfectly because he's so. It's almost like Meliodas is played by 2 different voice actors throughout the second season, because there are moments when he's Meliodas, he's drinking, he's having fun with his buddies, he's talking about friendship, whatever, and then there's moments where
Meliodas,
and then there's moments when he like destroys Faust, and then it's like what? And he's evil and talking like low and sinister.
Bryce also plays Meliodas' brother.
Oh,
did you not know?
Zealotros?
Yeah.
Or Zealotros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anti-Meliodas. Whatever you're going to...
Zealotros is great, too. Zoratros? It's Z something Tross. Zorro. We just call him Zorro. He gets great development towards the end, too.
Meliodas' brother is named Zeldris.
So, we were wrong. We were wrong on all counts.
I know there's got to be another character named Zoratros, because I know... Or Zaratros.
It sounds like a name, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Like I legitimately think it is.
But yeah,
No,
no.
Zarathustra is a character.
Zarathustra is a character.
Zarathustra is the old Grandmaster of the Holy Knights.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he is.
Yeah, Zarathustra.
Oh, that's okay. So that's where I know him. So okay.
So that's where we're going. Zarathustra.
Yeah.
That sounds right. That's a name. And then it's a name, but it's the wrong one. Two completely opposite sides of the coin here.
See, we should ban the spoil rule, or more specifically, I feel like the best way to get around the spoil rule is to just say all the wrong information. So then Zarathustra, leader of the Holy Knights, just goes and starts punching everyone.
It's great.
And it's wonderful. And that's not
Everyone,
and
what's up,
that's
Vik?
not what happens. And that's not what happens at all.
Oh, yeah.
Hey Vika, surprise guest star. Come on in. Come on
Yeah.
in. Share
Hey,
my
Chloe,
mic. man.
how's it going?
We're talking
going
about
on?
7 Deadly Sins. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, but I've
Oh my-
heard. Is it amazing?
It's amazing.
Awesome.
And we're talking about how it's getting another season coming up real soon.
Is it now?
Oh my word, yes.
Are you excited for it?
Oh, I'm so excited. We're
Awesome.
both excited. Stephanie
many-
has to watch it because she'll be excited when she watches it.
Awesome. How many seasons is it so far?
Two in an OVA, technically.
Cool.
And then
cool.
it's going to have a third one. It's when is it dropping?
It's dropping this year, right?
The power of Google.
Because guess when it's
I don't know.
dropping? Real quick, right now.
November.
November. All right.
Fall premiere.
Close enough.
September. It's going to be September, October.
That was close.
Nice. That was
good.
close. That was close.
That's very close.
I think we can count that as a win.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Interestingly enough, the winter anime kind of starts end of November through January. It's anime schedules are weird.
It is weird.
Like the spring or summer season just started, and it's like,
It's weird because a lot of anime, like, I feel like it follows, like, spring, summer, winter
they
releases.
have-
But then there are times where some anime just comes out as it's finished because
Yeah.
that's the nature of the industry.
that is, well, like One Piece is an ongoing series. It comes out when it comes out.
Yeah.
Like it's weekly, except for holidays and certain events. But like otherwise, it is every time, every week is like the same. Now, anime seasons, yeah, it's hard to say when they start. It's the spring season currently. Either everything has started, or it's just starting within the next week.
Is
So-
anything you're excited about? Is there anything you're excited about coming out?
Well, I'm taking a look at anachart.net, which is where I go to see what's on for the season. One Punch Man season 2 is coming out.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yep.
I've never seen it, but I've seen clips of it.
I feel like you would enjoy it. I personally enjoy it.
One
pretty
Punch
good.
Man, I've given up on. And after reading the manga, it just got to the point where they lost their own plot. And they never had one to begin with. Like, the plot was there, but
Isn't that a very contradictory statement then?
there
Is-
was
is-
a plot, and it was there, and it was good. It was, Saitama couldn't find anybody to match him.
Speaking
like-
of not finding anybody, I have to head on out. So have yourselves a wonderful night, you
Thanks for
guys.
dropping by.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, V.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too, man.
Yeah. No, the things I'm more excited about are coming out in the summer.
I date that man. So you're excited about
married.
things coming out in the summer?
Yeah, the second season of Danmachi is coming out this summer. And
What's
I'm
that?
so pumped. It's doing the War Game arc, and I
What?
loved that arc.
Okay, now I'm actually in the same boat. Now, what is that?
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
That's a
Oh.
mouthful. What?
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a
No,
dungeon?
I heard you, but
he's-
that's a
I'm
long
repeating it
name.
for the folks at home.
He's
that-
that's
mentioned
why
it.
we
He's
call it
mentioned it
Danmachi.
before.
Is that allowed? Is that like long of a name allowed?
That's why they shorten it. But yes, would you like to hear the Japanese name?
Oh yeah, say it
Oh
for
my
me.
word!
He's mentioned this
I'm
before.
Gonna,
He's mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Did I when I was here or when I wasn't here?
When you weren't here.
Okay, that explains why I
I've never heard him
Okay,
use the
ready?
abbreviation though.
Oh. Here it comes.
Donjun ni dea wo motomeru
Okay,
wo no
okay.
machigateru
Okay.
daruka.
Okay.
That's why Danmachi. Because who's got time to say that every time they want to talk about the show?
Not a lot of people.
No.
That's a long time. That
long
that
one.
breaches like Kingdom Hearts 2, like what was it? It was 2.9.
Re-edit plus XYZ 05.
Solve
Hearts-
solve for x, divide over cosine.
Yeah, no, they got ridiculous on it.
Yeah,
But-
no, the final what was it, like final chapter, Birth by Sleep final chapter prologue.
Yeah.
That is still one of my favorite titles for anything.
It's like Oh.
And I love it.
There's a game that I once played.
Are you okay? What is happening?
My shoelace got caught.
Oh,
His
God.
shoelace
My
got
shoelace
caught
got
in
caught in the heater.
in the grate.
Whoopsies. Keep going. I almost died. Keep going.
There's a yeah. Okay, there's a game I played. I forget the name of the actual. All right, the game series is called Seventh Dragon.
Ooh,
And-
I know the soundtrack to that game.
It's good, but the game itself was kind of a disappointment.
Really? I heard from the
Yeah,
like
Seventh Dragon 3 Code VFD is the name of the game.
Oh, that's a nice
Yeah,
name.
and
I
the
like
game
that.
was great. It was great, and then it ended. I'm like, what is it? Why?
I found an anime with a longer name.
What?
Do you want me to pronounce it or do you want to pronounce it?
You can try.
You can try.
Okay.
Oh my word.
We'll take turns.
Or no nonai senta kushi ga gokuan love comedy wo zenryoko
yeah.
de hama.
My youth romantic comedy is wrong as expected. Is that what it translates to?
I don't know. It doesn't have the translation.
I do like how it switches language though. You know you got a messed up title when your title is bilingual.
So,
come
one more
on,
time,
guys.
What was it called?
I don't want to say it
Here,
again.
here, let me try.
Yeah,
Let me try my tongue. Let me
I'm gonna look it up and see if it's the one I'm thinking.
Ichi ni san yo roku go. All right. Ore no
Ore no.
Nore no you nai.
Nonai?
No nai.
Ore no nonai.
Sen-
Senkushi ga Gaku
yeah.
in Love Comedy. Wo Zenryoku de
Jama.
Yama Shike.
Shiteru. OVA.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. Oh, I know this one. My mental choices are completely interfering with my school romantic comedy. I've seen this anime. I've seen this. It's as ridiculous as the name sounds. And, like, it needed a second season, and it never got it.
Oh, so it was good?
When I say it needed a second season, I mean it. It needed
Oh.
a second season.
I love how surprised you sounded. It was good.
It doesn't sound good.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
so the
like,
premise-
like the title's fantastic, but no, if I saw that title, that'd be an instant skip for me, boys.
The premise is the main male character. It's a harem anime. Go figure.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Main male character has some sort of curse on him that. So you know in what is it? Eroge games where you have to choose the right response in order to move on.
Oh, like dating
Dating
sims.
sim games.
Yeah. What do you are you? Oh God, you're too deep, dude.
I couldn't think of the title of the right thing, so I went to the Japanese
I
word
know,
for it.
and that
I was
means
just
you're-
like, I can't right now.
That means you're too deep. We need to fish him out. We need to fish him out of this weeb pond that he's sunken into.
Hilariously, I've never played one.
Oh no. Oh, you're missing out, dude.
But anyway,
Dating sims
so,
are fun.
But so like those options kind of pop up, except they're not dating sim options. Instead, it's like dunk her in the water or pour milk down her shirt, and it's things like that. And this guy, if he doesn't do it, worse options start popping up over and over and over, and it's nonstop, and he doesn't know how to stop it. Apparently, it like gets resolved in whatever the light novel is. But like,
Weird curse.
it's really weird. And so
I really want to. I want the resolution to be that like it wasn't any kind of fanciful curse. He just is like he's really bad.
Kicker, one of the girls, who I don't think is a love interest or anything, but like his senpai had the same thing, but has gotten over it, but won't tell him how because
Because then there wouldn't be a
Was
show.
it antidepressant medication? It sounds like something you go to your local doctor and say, I need drugs.
I don't know, but God feels bad for this guy.
It
or whatever.
sounds like he needs to take a Xanax.
Some sort of divine source feels bad for this kid and sends down an angel to help. Except the angel falls and hits her head immediately, so forgets everything and becomes a dumb blonde.
Okay.
Like,
It
she's
sounds like
blonde.
this anime
name-
has like so many different plots that
It's just kind
It
of
sounds like
a
it has one
cluster.
plot.
It's a cluster.
going back to something previously, I tried to get Alex to play dating game. He refused.
Dating games are by and large like the pinnacle of strategic planning and psychological warfare.
Yeah, well, you wanted me to play the psychological horror one.
Wait, which one?
Oh, what's it called? The one that was really popular? Library, something with a library, or was it?
What?
Library psychopaths,
Oh,
but
wait.
you can date them?
Doki Doki Literature Club?
That one.
I never wanted you to play that. I don't even own it.
Somebody wanted me to play that, and I said no.
I wanted you to play
That one's
the
actually not
other
that bad.
one,
You should give it a
the
try.
one where you took one look at it and said no.
I must have had a good reason.
I could tell you the name of it.
Yeah,
Dream Daddy.
that's why.
Yeah, you turned down Dream Daddy? That's
It's
like
not my kind of
that's
game.
like one of the best dating sims.
I'm
What
aware.
other dating sim do you have a plethora, nay I say a gaggle of destitute single fathers, some of them having kids already,
Most
that
of
you
them
can date?
No, all of them have kids
all of them
because
have
it's
kids?
Dream Daddy.
I thought one of them
They're
like,
all dads,
I thought, like,
one or
including
two of
you.
them. I thought-
Your character
Kwawe,
is also a dad.
This may surprise you, but I have no intention of becoming a daddy.
Oh,
for
yeah,
right now.
No, that's why you can become one
yeah.
through the game.
That's why you go into
So
the
I'm supposed to
game.
live vicariously through the characters.
You have no intention of becoming a demon slayer, but you go on like MMORPGs
Okay, the
and
best-
kill
the
monsters.
I
best
mean, you're
part-
right. I am the warrior of light.
The best
There
part
you
about
go,
that
like-
game is that
Yeah.
your character avatar and the other characters have different art styles, and no matter what choices you make when designing your character, they will never look as good because of the art style.
It's really funny. It's incredibly hilarious.
Your character just looks so out of place, and all these other characters, and even the background, your character is just like there.
It's like they dropped in from a complete different universe where everything looks similar, but is
There's just, like, a little
slightly
off.
different, and no one acknowledges it, and it's really funny.
Fair enough. But like, again, they're not really my kind of game. I've never gotten into them. I've like, not for lack of trying. I've tried them before. It's just never. I don't know.
But like, there's so much like right with a dating sim though when you play them
When
correctly.
you get it right, I'm sure
because
there's a really good satisfactory
because
feeling.
a dating sim is in and of itself a game of like chess. When you pick your answers, you pick them fully informed of who you're talking to with a specific goal in mind. Some
Right.
games, so versatile in their execution, allow you to have multiple relationships with different people.
Yep.
And one misstep can ruin your entire save file.
Sure.
Game over, baby. So
Uh-huh.
you got to plan every single interaction correctly, and it stacks, it snowballs. And then sometimes something happens, random events where you're like, oh, I didn't know Hitomi San was at the park today, but I'm here with Saya-chan. And then it's like,
Oh man, that just ruined everything. with
yeah,
that.
what's gonna happen next? Or you're gonna have to hide in the trash can. And
I
Or
think
something.
the best dating games that I've played are Dream Daddy, and Monster Prom is pretty good.
Monster Prom was really fun. Monster Prom was fun as a like party.
Well, it is.
Dating
It's a
sim.
party game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's
I
great.
I'd just like to point out that I've already played the hardest dating sim in the world, real
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
'Cause
And
you're
I
married.
won. Like, let's just say I won. I got the best ending, happiest ending overall.
We should kick him out.
Well, I feel like your wife started it because she made the first move, though.
But they always do in dating sims.
So
Always do.
wouldn't she be like the main character
Yeah.
in the dating sim?
Aren't you just the option that she picked?
I guess. Way to make me feel like crappy about it.
You
You
started,
started
man.
it.
You had to go waving your wedding ring in front of us like, look at me, I win.
I'm just saying, I had a say in all of this. Could have been a two-sided game, you know.
And,
Multiplayer.
Okay. Idea. Multiplayer dating sim where you're trying to go after people in real time and other people are trying to go after other people in real time. You play as the characters, as the potential love interest, and the protagonists.
That actually
So like a
pretty
love
hilarious.
triangle.
It's-
So like
yeah.
you're trying to get yours while screwing up everybody else's.
Or like
Yeah.
someone might be trying to get you, and like, but you could be like, oh, I don't really want that person. So
I
I'm
want
not-
the other
Yeah, I
guy.
want the other person. Jeez,
Okay, yeah, no. Orange points out in the Twitch chat that I don't like dating sims, but I do like my games where relationships happen. Fire Emblem being case in point.
Fire Emblem is absolutely a dating sim.
It's totally not.
It's 100% a dating sim.
I've never played
you
it,
fight
so-
in a war of love.
Kwawe's not gonna let
Insert
this go.
Kaguya-sama theme.
You're stuck in this conversation now.
You are. You are.
We're
stuck.
holding you verbally
You're
hostage.
stuck here with me. Fire Emblem is a dating sim. You're not fighting the wars for the sake of your country. You're fighting the wars for the sake of building up your relationship with your female commanders.
Sure.
And then having kids with them, and then forcing your kids to fight in a bloody war.
That's recent, but yes.
That is very recent.
That's
right.
like
that's
the
the last two games. Yeah. But those are the real Fire Emblem games.
Okay, yeah.
Having played all of them, except for all of them, I've only played the last two.
So wait,
there's
which
also the Harvest Moon games where like in the older Harvest Moon games, if you didn't get married within the first year, it was game over.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
yes,
no, legitimately.
Really,
I've never
legit
played
game.
Harvest Moon. It
was
looks
really
too
funny.
slow. I say that, but I play Animal Crossing.
No, it's kind of slow, but at the same time, like it's a good, relaxing game to just relax and do nothing. And it's great.
That's what I do in Animal Crossing.
I think
Except there's no romance.
I think it's fairly similar to Animal Crossing in the regards of it is a game that you play and then you have like relaxing music in the background.
Oh,
You let the music in the game like kind of take you and you drone out and you buzz and you just
You might
chill.
like Rune Factory series instead,
you might.
Stephanie.
But to
Because Rune Factory has the RPG element as well.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, did you hear? They're making Rune Factory 5 for the Switch re-releasing Rune Factory 4.
I
have
didn't
to
know
find
there was
my
a Rune
Switch.
I didn't know there was a Rune Factory 2 through 4 for them to make a 5. I only thought they made the one for DS.
No, the Rune Factory 4 was on 3DS. And it was amazing. And they're re-releasing that in an HD version on the Switch.
Sweet.
As well as making Rune Factory 5.
Sweet.
I have to find my Switch
Where'd you lose it last?
at home.
Let's find all right, Twitch chat. Let's find her Switch.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I feel like Twitch.
We're going to stop the show, fly to Hawaii right this instant, and go looking.
Hey, Twitch chats are amazing. Twitch chats. Would you believe me if I said I talk for a living? Twitch chats have played Pokemon. Twitch chats have done other things. I don't really know what else they've done. I don't really
They
keep
can
tabs.
find a Switch in
They
Hawaii.
could probably find a Switch in Hawaii.
I'm just saying.
Well, my mom was looking for it, and then over the break, she said, "Oh, I couldn't find it," and I was like, "Oh, well, that's okay, I guess." And she was like, "What does it look like?"
That would be a... Well, obviously you couldn't have found it. You couldn't know what you're looking for.
Yeah. Am I looking for does it look like a toaster, or is it like an iPod, or
It's like a tablet with controllers attached to it.
also like a toaster? Okay, I'll keep my lives.
She
out.
asked me if it looked like my like DS. I just showed her a picture.
Okay. That's
Like, you can literally Google it.
that's really smart.
She could have, but she didn't.
I feel like if I was in that situation, I would default to describing it through like words and rather than looking it up
Yeah.
with a
Right.
picture. Yeah,
I
technology
appreciate
is so
her
wonderful.
looking for it, though.
Yeah, of course. Oh, something coming out on Tuesday. Game coming out on Tuesday, which is weird.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy X and X-2 is coming out for the Switch and the Xbox on Tuesday, the 16th.
That's Final Fantasy X-2 for the Switch.
Yeah.
How many? That's the second remake now for that game, right?
I think it's re-release. It's releasing the remake that they did for the PS4.
I've seen pictures of...
but on the Switch and the Xbox One.
Wait, they did one for PlayStation 4 too? Because I know they did one for. Wait, they did one.
Whatever
for
they
3?
remade it before, the remaster was on the PlayStation 3 and the Vita.
Okay.
I've seen pictures from that game, but I don't know what it's about.
And then they also released it on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And the PC in 2016. And now they're going to do HD remasters rather than just regular remasters for
They better.
for the Switch and the Xbox One. The
Final
trailer looks really good, so
Final Fantasy X was always, for me personally, one of those weird ones where there were like good moments that I kind of remember in my short playtime, but I can never remember exactly what it is about.
I've been told that 10-2 is better.
You've been told I haven't played 10-2. I've only ever played 10.
I'm looking. Well, it comes with both, so I get to play both. Looking forward to that.
Because it is a continuous story. Like 10 and
Yeah.
10-2 are very much related.
They wouldn't be called 10 and then 10-2.
I mean, Final there's no
There's really
there's
Final
no
Fantasy
example.
Lost the plot when they
What
named
is
it
the
Final
plot?
Fantasy. So
What is the
back in the
plot?
day, SquareSoft was going out of business, and they were releasing one more game. That game was called Final Fantasy because it was supposed to be their last game.
Hey, Twitch Chat, how many times have you heard this story? Just in general.
I know, right? But then it wasn't their last game because Final Fantasy ended up being a really, really big success.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so now they're on Final
What's
Fantasy.
the plot?
There is no continuous plot from each Final Fantasy
like
game.
you
There
can hear
are-
like whispers of, "Oh, I heard in this world this thing happened," but
In every Final Fantasy game, there are common elements more often than not in regards to the combat systems and like
Yeah.
animals and monsters that live in the worlds. One common thing is the common iteration of a bird creature called chocobos.
Yep.
Think horses, but more
Horsebird.
like big birds.
Oh wait, is this the fishing game?
There are fishing mini
so
games.
she saw me playing Final Fantasy online,
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 14,
yeah.
and I was fishing. She's like, "Oh, it's a fishing game."
Well, that's one of them. That's one
Yeah,
of them.
that is their
Oh.
online.
That's
multiplayer.
14.
Okay, now I
But-
know. Now I know what you're
yeah.
talking about.
But that's
okay.
Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14 has had a lot of crossovers. I think they're doing another one with Final Fantasy 15 coming up.
Tell me when they do one with Hatsune Miku, then I'll give a crap.
They might have already.
Oh, that'd be really good.
They've done crossovers with a bunch of fun stuff.
I know they did one with. Wait, you said this is their second time going with Final Fantasy.
At least their
15?
second.
I know they've done Final Fantasy 15, and though it looked really cool when Final Fantasy 15 is honestly one of my favorite Final Fantasy games.
Is it?
It is. It legitimately is. I think. I was lucky in regards to I have not been waiting for Final Fantasy 15 for 11 years.
Right.
Like I wasn't on the hype train when Final Fantasy 13 Versus trailer came out, which ended up being Final Fantasy 15. I was lucky enough to not see that and then be like, when? What? Where? And
11 years later.
yeah, then 11 years later,
there.
here it is. When I found Final Fantasy 15, I just kind of saw it on the shelf and I
And you're
was
like,
like, oh.
Well, that's good because it
I've-
was unfinished on release because
Yeah.
they were forced to.
Like I've played a couple Final Fantasies, why not? And then I picked it up and like being able to look at it from the scope of not having any sort of expectations, preconceptions.
Yep.
It's really fun. Now, having played more Final Fantasy games and being a more in there Final Fantasy fan and looking at it, I can see why there's so much disappointment, especially given the fact that it was unfinished and it was very noticeably unfinished. Even me, who had not known any of the troubles with this game, I initially thought like, wow, this game must have taken like 2 years because it looks like a 5-year game, but it plays and functions like a game that was made in 2 years, given
Oh.
that much time. Like there's just a big discrepancy between how much time it needed and how much time it looks it takes versus how much time it actually takes. But
Yeah.
then you realize it took 11 years, and that just blows everything out of
I
proportion.
doubt they were working on it continuously though.
No, they weren't. There was a bunch of stuff that went wrong, like
Yeah.
a bunch of different
And you got to
different
remember, different
iterations.
teams are working on different things. So, like Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 14 Online has its own team.
Oh, yeah.
they're constantly working on. The new trailer for the new expansion looks so good.
Oh, I
Shadowbringers looks so hot.
it looks so great. I want Blue Mage. My dog
Blue Mage is in there.
is coming in.
Blue Mage is already in there.
Wait, Blue Mage is already in there?
Yeah, you can be a Blue Mage.
They already added Blue Mage?
Yep.
You're kidding me.
No,
So the person who said that they were adding Blue Mage and Shadowbringers was lying to me?
it's already out.
Are there other
Shadowbringers
colors
is
of
already out?
mages?
No, Blue Mage is already out. They added it with the first patch of the first half of the last patch of Stormblood.
Are there other colors?
Mages? Yes, there's White Mage, Black Mage, and Red Mage.
What color mage would you like to see the most?
Clear.
What would your clear mage do?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know. What do the other mages do?
So
we've
the
got White Mage's healer.
black mages is damaging spells. Blue mages are interesting because they
Summon and they copy the abilities.
They don't summon, but when they take hits from monsters and have monsters deal spells to them, they can copy those spells and deal them
sometimes
back.
Blue Mages summon. It depends on the version of Final Fantasy.
The ones I know
yeah,
take the damage
they take
and
the
mimic.
hit and then they learn the ability of
Yeah.
monsters. Red Mages are a combination of White Mages and Black Mages. Not the best at either, but can do stuff.
Yeah.
Although Red Mages in Final Fantasy 14 are amazing. They're a combination melee ranged magic DPS.
So they just do everything?
They can do everything. They've got a raise, they've got a heal, they've got tons of DPS output. Like,
hot.
They are really good.
So with all those mages and with what they do, what would your clear mage do?
Yeah.
Turn into air.
I mean, sold.
Yeah, no. Like, well, welcome to the Final Fantasy 14 team. We're
Yeah.
happy to have you.
Well, we'll make it work somehow.
I was
Disappear.
considering saying turning into a spoon, but then I decided not to.
I mean, there are more useless classes.
No, there aren't. If someone told, if I died and got reincarnated into
There's
like
the
a
dope
fantasy
classes.
world,
Actually, no, they have abilities though.
yeah, if I died and got reincarnated into a fantasy world, and like God was talking to me like, hey, you can pick your class, but there's only 2 classes available. You can either turn into a spoon or you don't have an arm. I'm gonna pick the class that doesn't have an arm.
Yep.
Like I
Imagine life as a spoon would just kind of be awful.
But you can turn back.
More so than anything, it'd just be embarrassing. Like I'd much rather walk into an adventurer's guild and be like, "You got 8 powers? No, but I lost my arm."
Yeah.
Like
Imagine
I'd
if you
much
were-
rather have that situation than walk into an adventurer's
Okay.
guild with both arms and have someone say, "What's your power?" and I'm like, "Watch," and I just turn to a spoon.
But imagine you're a rogue
And
and you're stealthing somewhere, like in a house, and somebody's about to find you. You turn into a spoon. Oh man, somebody just left a spoon out and they walk away. Nobody suspects the spoon.
but then how screwed are you if they take the spoon, wash the spoon, and then put the spoon away, and now you're stuck in a small cabinet, and if you turn back into a human, like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they're about to put you back, you turn into a
He
human.
didn't say it was a perfect plan.
I just said, it's better than just being standing there with one arm going like,
Pardon you. I would not be like, I'd be like, yeah. If you are stuck in a fantasy world with one arm, the best thing you can do is own it. You got fake that confidence, and I will fake that confidence.
Yep. Oh, it's like the, have you ever read the thing online about the person who played a half-orc rogue? But instead of stealth, they put all their points into intimidate. And it was like,
And they could just walk anywhere.
they walked anywhere, and the guy was like, it goes to say, hey, and be like, you know see Grog! and they just go like, nope, I don't see Grog. So they intimidate stealth.
That's a really good idea,
It's-
actually.
It's hilarious. Like, if you have a GM that lets you do that, do it.
You got a good DM. You got a good
Yeah, yeah.
DM.
Yeah.
Good DMs so far and wide make or break Dungeons and Dragons
It
games.
does. If you do not have a good GM, and I use GM because DM is owned by Wizards of the Coast for some BS reason.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You're not kidding me.
I'm not.
I'm not being kidded right now?
No.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
I know. Like, you have to use Game Master rather than Dungeon Master because
Well, to be fair, Game Master sounds cooler.
It does, and it's far more versatile.
If you're the master of the dungeon, well, I'm out in the fields. You have no control over me. But if you're the game master, you control the entirety of the game, of the world. And you're in the field, rocks fall. From where? Who cares? I'm the game master.
Well, I mean, if you're a dungeon, rocks fall. Like where? Look around you. You're in a dungeon. Makes far more sense.
It does. But like, it's
Narratively
okay.
speaking.
Gods.
In
who knows? Maybe a giant threw it from a mile away, and then it just kind of
in our
There was giant baseball, and one of them missed
hit a
it.
really good home run.
in our Pathfinder game, we recently went into a battle without doing preparation.
So they decided that would be well, I'm not going to talk about it because people who are playing this campaign are also going to have to face what you faced. So we're not talking about that. But it could be served as a warning. Always do your preparations for battle.
Are you kidding me?
He
Are we putting a spoil? Are you?
I have to.
Are you not spoiling your campaign?
I am not spoiling my campaign because I know at least two
Well,
or
I
three
just
people
wanna
who are
say
listening right
he-
now who would be able to get spoilers for it.
He tried to give us several warnings. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to do anything else?"
Give him a reward. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
I could.
Peer pressure, peer pressure.
But these are
peer
veteran
pressure.
players who have been playing for a while and they should
Okay.
know better.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, we've never
Stephanie,
played before.
Lizzie and Teddy are
Do
not
it.
veteran players who have not been playing for years and years and years. So they didn't know better. That's why I kept giving them warning after warning after warning.
yeah.
And they're like, no, we're going in it.
We couldn't think of anything because he was like, "Is there anything you need?" So I thought it was like physical objects that we already had, and I was like, "No, we're literally taking everything we own. We don't own that much."
Did you go in with food?
No.
It didn't matter that they went in with food. They almost died because they didn't prepare.
Well, what if they got the munchies midway through? Maybe that's why they lost. Can't fight on an empty stomach.
Oh no, they
My
won. They
Oh,
won
oh,
because
never
of
mind.
the character I made to assist them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in this case, he was the most effective.
Okay. So doesn't that
I did
mean,
okay.
Doesn't that mean that even if they weren't prepared though, it would have been fine because the character you assigned with them would have
His character
helped
almost
them?
died.
Yeah, but like it's a GM character. It's an NPC. Who cares?
I care.
Yeah, but who cares about you care?
I'm the healer, and I actually did
That
the
was-
second most amount of damage.
Very
No,
mean
actually,
of
the
me.
healer did the second most amount of damage in this fight.
Are
It's
you
hilarious.
joking me?
No,
that's,
I'm not.
That's amazing. That's really funny.
I can't use my dagger though because it never does anything.
I thought there was like a legitimate
She
reason.
has a
like-
negative strength score, so her dagger literally does negative damage.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Does it heal the other people?
No.
No. It
Oh.
just doesn't do damage.
Oh, that stinks, guys. I got a really funny mental image of the way you heal people is by doing negative
So,
damage to them.
a
So
friend
you
of
go
mine-
up to your party members who are like bleeding out internally, and you're like, "Hold on!" and you just stab
Well,
the knife,
there's
and
this-
it heals them.
You joke about that, but a friend of mine plays a character who has who's a witch, but she also has healing powers because
Yeah,
witches
yeah.
in Pathfinder are kind of weird. Like, so she can throw her cards to deliver touch spells, and she can deliver the spell heal through a playing card, and that heals 150 damage. So, ow! I take 1d2 damage, but I'm healed for 150.
Well, I played this game called West of Loathing.
Okay.
Oh
and
my
there-
word!
I showed Alex.
Tell me more.
And there's this gun you can get called the medical gun, and it gives you plus 30 base HP. And the description is, if you don't think about it too much, a gun is just a more effective syringe.
You don't think about. I'm thinking about it too much. I was trying to think about it.
So,
but I'm thinking
so
about it
was
too much.
Alex.
Yep. There was
I
a
don't
gun
get it because I'm trying to think
in
about
Team
it.
Fortress 2 a long time ago that did the same thing. You shot somebody and it healed them rather than hurt them.
Why?
I like how
Because
that's
it's Team Fortress 2.
That's fair.
that's just the way the game is. Like, there are goblins in the game that reproduce via spores.
Okay, you joke about that, but in the Warhammer 40k universe, orcs and goblins are fungal creatures. They actually produce via spores. So if you kill them,
You can get fungicide bombs in the game
that's fun.
for goblins.
What?
Fungicide.
What?
Because that's what.
Antifungal.
Oh, okay.
It's like you would spray it
Oh,
on,
that makes
on like a
sense.
mushroom to get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like in the Warhammer 40k universe, you have to burn orcs and goblins.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they will turn into spores and then make more of them than you just killed.
That's horrific.
You
It
can
is.
actually have
I wish I
a
reproduced that way.
in the
I died.
Yeah. Yeah. And then a
2
bunch.
days later, there's 10 of you now.
Yeah, there's
in
a bunch
the
of
in the
qualities.
game you can actually have in the game you get a partner, and one of your partners can be Gary the Goblin, and the reason he wants to go west with you is so that he can go to a high place and then make more Garys.
That's messed up.
That's, yeah.
Now I really want to reproduce through spores. Because
Become
that's
a goblin.
That's a good idea. Like I wish when I die, I wish I could know when I was about to die, and I'd be like, "No, take me to the highest peak."
And throw me.
yeah, and then they just throw,
Throw
yeah,
me.
and then they just throw me off.
And the wind carries you away.
Yeah, because I guess when I'm old, I'm like light as paper, so the wind carries me away, and then there are hundreds of other
Or I mean, when you
qualities.
hit the ground, it like explodes in
Oh,
spores.
that's
Hundreds of
and then
qualities.
no, like
yeah,
that,
it's got to
like
be
that.
like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but
I
then
like
wouldn't
that.
all your selves just fall to the ground?
No, spores
No.
are light and they're meant to be carried on the wind.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and then they'll grow into a bunch of qualities, and there'll be a bunch of baby qualities wandering around, and like 50% of them will die because they're babies, but the
that's
other.
okay. Some of
Yeah.
them will find their way to humanity, and
and-
people will pick them up.
And you know what that is? That's survival of the fittest. And those 50 to 25 qualities will be the qualities that
Go on
are
to make more qualities.
yeah, that go on to make better qualities. And so as time goes on, the best survive, the weak are culled at a very
Until
early,
there is the
tender age.
ultimate quality.
Exactly. This
Then you'll take over with The Kwawe army.
A Kwawe army of imperfect Kwawes and one perfect Kwawe.
Yep.
Or maybe I'll just like run a bakery. I'll probably just run a bakery
Bakeries are cool.
Because if the Kwawes are anything like I am, like I'm too content for world domination.
One of your
It takes a lot of effort.
One of your melee
Lot of
weapons in the
effort.
game can be a
I thought you were talking about me, like subjective Kwawe. And
No.
I thought you were about to say like one of your melee weapons is a sword, and I was like, I don't fight.
No, one of the melee weapons in West of Loathing is a very, very hard baguette.
Okay, you joke, but like you can hurt somebody with a very hard baguette.
Is that the quote of the day? You
Yeah.
joke, but like because I really like that.
You'd be surprised, but
No, I'm not. Like no, it's
No,
it's
yeah.
funny because I've been hit by a hard baguette. I've been hit by a stale baguette.
Why?
Well, it's because one day I was at my friend's house and he likes having baguettes and they had 2 stale baguettes and I was like, dude, let's go, let's rumble. And so I threw one of the stale baguettes at him and I took one of the stale baguettes myself. And what ended up happening is that like we kind of ran at each other and my baguette was still in the bread plastic, his was not. And as I was going in for a swing, my grip loosened just enough for the baguette to swing out of the bread
plastic.
the plastic. So whereas I was going in for a parry and or block, instead I just kind of whipped my hands and my friend hit me square in the head with raw baguette. Oh my god! And this was full tilt too, because he knew. He was like, "There's no way that if I aim like coming down, there's no way if I swing coming down that he's not going to block." So he went full tilt into it.
except he
Oh
didn't
my
expect
gosh.
you to
He
you know,
didn't
lose
yeah,
the baguette.
Yeah, he didn't expect me to like just whiff completely. And so now I'm on the floor like, oh, clutching my head because I just got hit by a 75-mile-per-hour baguette.
Yep.
So you joke, but I do know how that feels.
But the pain is real.
the
It
pain-
wasn't a joke. That's actually one of the weapons, though.
But the whole game is a joke.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the point of West of Loathing, is to be a really messed up joke.
Is that actually the point of it?
Yes, it's a giant joke.
Maybe I'll look it up later tonight because it sounds fun.
There's a medieval version too of it now.
So
I haven't played that one. But
Ye Old West of Loathing.
I forget the name of it, but it's advertised on there.
So is West of Loathing like? Does
you
that,
can okay. So your character can either be a guy or a girl, but everybody is a stick figure. So the only difference is that the girl has 2 ponytails.
It's called the Kingdom of Loathing.
Okay. So I was close. That's really funny. So what is this, like a browser game? Do you download it?
It's on Steam.
Is it free?
No.
I like free games.
Looks
I'll let you
like
play it
the
on my
Kingdom of
computer.
Loathing
Maybe.
is a browser game though.
Oh, there it is. All right, we can play that as a demo, and I'll see if I want to buy the full thing.
It's like an online RPG,
Oh, sweet.
I guess.
I don't know. I haven't played it. I was like, I just finished the DLC Gun Manor.
What is this, like, at a base level? Like, what is this game? But like, what are you doing with baguettes?
You want to go west?
Okay. Is that just the and how
You
does
forgot
that?
to mention something important.
Me?
Yeah, the currency.
Oh yeah, the currency is meat
Just meat in general
Meat.
that you mine
that you mine?
from meat veins,
Meat veins
and you get meat ore.
at. Whoa. All right.
Yep.
Keep going.
That's it.
What? I have a lot of questions now.
Yeah.
Like-
Actually, there's this one random encounter you can get with this hunter, and he's skinning animals, and you tell him, and he's just leaving the meat, and you're like, dude, that's literal money.
And what does he say?
He basically just thanks you and like gives you the meat as thanks for telling him. So now, from now on, he knows.
Yep.
So wait, was he just skinning animals and then leaving them there?
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
was selling the hides for money.
But he would just leave them. What? What?
Yep.
What kind of weird? No hunter.
Welcome to West of Loathing.
No hunter would ever just be
There's
like,
also-
"Oh, I'm just gonna
okay,
skin this
so-
animal and then leave the meat. I don't need to eat that."
At the very beginning of the game, you learn about this event that happened. The cows came home.
Oh, okay.
They're demons.
Oh,
They come from hell.
They're demon cows, or are they just demons?
Demon cows.
Okay, that came from hell.
And then rodeo clowns also followed them from hell.
Okay.
And so you've got demon clowns, and demon cows.
And so the point of West of Loathing is to escape to the west from these
There's
threats?
like so many different quests you can do. There's like you can take the path of defeating the cows, or you could take the path of preserving. There's like this weird technology like deep underground called El Vibrato technology, and you can take the route of saving that, or you could take the route of like becoming the necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different things you can do in that game.
So
And there's character classes too.
So why are you heading west? That's the biggest thing I want to know.
Because you want to go west.
There's
of
three.
Loathing.
There's three options: to get off this stupid farm,
Okay.
to seek your fortune,
Okay.
or to help people.
And so all three of those.
Take you west.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's all. That's all I need. To
And
know.
you can either be a cow puncher.
Yep. I punch cows for a living. That's my job. I'm a cow puncher.
I love that because my first thought is immediately, why wait to buy the game? I just want to be a cow puncher now. I'll just go punch. I live in Vermont. I'll just go find one and punch one.
Well, you
I never realized how entertaining that sounds until you said it.
technically you could do all of these classes in real life, although some of them might be dangerous.
All right. What
There's
else?
cow puncher,
Okay.
bean slinger,
Definitely.
and
No.
snake oiler.
Snake oiler. Do you get oils from snake?
Snake oil
is false product.
Yeah,
I-
is fake product that
Yeah.
does not what you that it's supposed to.
And
It
the
took me
starting
a sec.
items for those classes are your grandmother's brass knuckles,
Okay. Oh, nice.
Because everybody's grandma has a good set of brass knuckles.
I know mine did.
Mm-hmm.
a can of infinite snakes.
For snake oil?
Oh, I know. It's a can of infinite beans, and then you get a
Okay.
briefcase full of snakes.
Oh.
As one would.
Who's selling snake oil?
Mm-hmm.
And
actually, I think you can get oil from snakes. It depends on how you cook the meat and whatnot.
that would make sense, I
Yeah,
guess. I've
yeah.
never had snake meat.
You just use the venom in the
oh.
game,
Okay.
not in real life. Don't
mean,
don't
that-
go don't go
that's-
and get venom from snakes.
That's oddly practical. for
and
the
you use
game.
it. Okay, so cow punchers.
Very telling of the game.
Cow punchers use muscle. Bean slingers use mysticality, and
Bean slingers
then
are the magic people, I think.
Oh, okay.
yeah, they
Nice.
say magic and cooking
Yeah.
are intertwined.
Are snake
in-
oilers like intelligence or
They're like
genius?
it was Moxie.
Moxie, okay. So like
Moxie is delicious, by the
okay,
way.
so like strength it's not. So like strength, wisdom and charisma.
Kind of.
If-
Except
if-
they all
if
they
I
all
would-
Strength,
they make them all
intelligence,
start with
and-
M. They all start
and-
with M.
Okay. I guess if I was to equate them to like Dungeons and Dragons or
Strength and
something.
dex, int, and
Wiz.
But no matter what
yeah, charisma
class
and
you
con,
pick,
maybe.
you can get like perks,
yeah.
Yeah,
like Dickerin, or
that sounds oddly
it's
naughty.
like
I wasn't gonna say
bargaining.
it, but I'm glad you did.
bargaining.
Bargaining.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's what it's called in the game. And then
Yeah.
you could get walking
yeah,
stupid.
I'm sir. Wink, wink.
Oh my word, that game is all innuendos. It really is.
Uh,
Yeah, I sent you that screenshot.
what?
It's just all innuendos.
What else? What were you saying? There was Dickerin. There was
Walking
Stupid.
Walking Stupid.
There's mostly scabs if you walk into too many cactuses.
Does that like give you extra defense or health?
It gives you extra health.
I like that. I like that a lot.
What are some of the other ones?
All of this sounds like things I could emulate in real life, and I kind of want to. I want to go.
I don't know.
I want to go punch.
Walking into cactus.
I want to go punch cows, then go to West Nevada, and then walk into cactuses with my great grandmother's brass knuckles.
Yep.
That's what I
You
want
could get
to do.
you could
right
get
now.
silver tongue. You actually go to the silver person and he plates your tongue. Silver.
I 100% thought you were about to say you go to the silver person and lick him.
No.
And it just leaves silver residue on your tongue. I'm kind of
That
just.
can't be comfortable though.
I'm kind
Oh.
of disappointed
Oh.
because if you did say that, I would not think it was weird given everything else you've said so
You
far.
can also get
I'm a little disappointed.
So there are these spittoons in every saloon, and and you can stick your hand in them, And it gives you dialogue each time, and the narrator is like, "You're like super gross. Why are you doing this?" And the dialogue gets funnier and funnier. And at the end, if you stick your hand into every spittoon and get every item from every spittoon, you get spittoon hand as a perk, and you also get a spittoon hat.
What does spittoon hand do?
20% heat resistance, 20% cold resistance, 20% sleaze resistance.
Sleaze?
Sleaze resistance.
As in,
You know, sleazy.
You're less likely to stay in a bad relationship?
Yeah, or get hit on by weird-looking dudes at like 2 a.m.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that amount, like 20% of that resistance.
Oh, yeah,
You can also get mind splainer.
Mind splainer?
What?
When you mine, you
mind
get
splainer.
experience.
Oh, that's cool.
You can also get master of flushing.
Is that for flushing toilets?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, okay. It's good.
This game,
Can you get all the perks?
not gonna lie,
I
this
think
game sounds-
no. Some of them contradict each other because at the beginning you can either choose to wake up somebody or shoot them,
Oh.
and
yeah.
if you shoot them, the narrator asks you like, "Really, you're gonna do this? He's just a kid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He's part of a gang." And
That doesn't excuse it. you say that like
his name is Thud.
Oh well, if his name is Thud, then he deserved it.
No,
Thud.
Thud?
I just
don't know.
he's part of the Fricker gang.
Oh, if he's
And
part
there's
of
Thud, Soapy, Bimmy.
Soapy. I'm gonna name my firstborn Soapy.
Really? I was going more for Thud.
What about Bimmy?
Bimmy's too normal. Yeah.
Bimmy's like a dog name.
But he's such a
I'd
good
name-
face rustler.
I'd name my dog Bimmy.
Face. Well, face
Is that-
wrestling is a good thing for doggos.
Is that just kissing?
No, he
Okay.
steals people's faces.
Wow, that's
Okay.
not at all what I thought that was.
Yeah, no, neither.
I wanted to be kissing.
But,
Kissing would be a lot better.
So if you kill him, you get cold-blooded, and if you tell him to walk away, you get honorable, and you can't have both.
Okay, so just by the nature of perk acquiescence.
get-
And
The
every
ones-
time you read, so you gain these perks from books, and every time you read it, it says like this really ridiculous way of why you don't have the book anymore.
Yeah.
Like for Walking Stupid, when you're done reading it, it says that you accidentally dropped it and then ruined it by stepping on it 30 times when you tried to pick it up.
I
Uh-huh.
don't see you joke about that, but I do that on a regular basis. I've had to spend like $100 extra worth of money worth of buying books because I kept on stepping on my Intro to Communication book while I was trying to pick it up after I dropped it. And you won't believe what happened when the car passed by. Jesus, it was crazy.
Also,
I
when
can
you
imagine the book looked less book-like.
when you
It didn't look
when
like
you-
anything.
when
It
you
looked
read
more like
the
confetti.
Yeah.
In fact, I use it as
gosh.
confetti.
Good use of it.
when
Yeah,
you
no,
read
recycling.
when you read the book that teaches you how to pick locks, you donate it to an orphanage so that the orphans can escape.
That's messed up,
That
but
is
also
pretty
very
messed
funny. That's incredibly funny.
But good for the orphans.
Good for the orphans.
And then your character says,
that-
"Go
that-
orphans, go!"
That gives me some real Promise Neverland vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of things you can get in here.
I think, all right, maybe I'm sold. What say you, audience? Are you sold yet? I'm sold. I might get.
I mean, it definitely sounds like a good time.
It sounds funny. It sounds like it has that kind of like dry wit.
Yeah. It sounds like us three should get together and like stream it.
Yes.
That'd be pretty fun.
You can also get a horse. You can get the shifty looking
But
one.
can you name it?
Yes.
We're gonna name it Bippy.
Okay, you can get the normal model.
Okay.
Yeah.
They also give you keys for the
Okay.
horse.
Are
You
the
get
horses robotic?
No.
I don't want to know how you turn it on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
You get
move on.
you can either get the normal model,
Okay.
the shifty looking one,
Okay.
the spooky one,
Okay.
or the one with the crazy eyes.
We gotta get the one with the crazy
Oh,
eyes.
yeah,
Because a
easily.
horse with crazy eyes sounds hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to know where you find him?
Where?
He's in the 1,000 Snake Gulch.
That's a lot of snakes.
That is a lot of snakes.
There's not actually 1,000 snakes.
Why is it called 1,000 Snake Gulch then?
Well, you don't fight 1,000 snakes. You fight like 3.
I mean, that's a lot of not 1,000 snakes.
Yo, I think
There's also this fountain though that rains snakes constantly, and you can go there to grind XP and stuff.
Okay, then we'll probably have to use that. if
It's
we
called
were
the
to,
Snake Spring.
Snake Spring.
Spring,
How How long does it usually take for like a new player to get there? If anyone's listening and interested in buying the game,
Well, there's
listen up.
3 parts of the world.
Okay.
Like you're gonna start in the game, and then you're gonna go into the map, and you'll be like, oh, this doesn't look like that much, and then you're gonna zoom out, and then you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you how many hours I have on the game.
And have you beaten it? You've beaten it a couple times.
I've beaten it a couple times.
Is it a quick game to beat? Is
No.
it like one of the, okay.
I've spent 74 hours on this game.
Oh wow.
So it's not one of those games where it's not one of those games where the charm is that you beat it quickly and then replay, and the replayability is
No. There's so
infinite.
many different things you can do in this game. For some of them, you actually have to revisit locations
Oh.
and stuff. By the way, the horses all have like a special thing, except for the normal one.
What kind of special? What do you mean by special thing?
So
Like
the dark
run
horse,
faster or,
the dark horse gives you the option to run away from battle.
Okay,
The one with the crazy eyes leads you to more like random locations,
I like that.
and the one that's the ghost leads you to necromancer books.
What are necromancer books?
If you read them, you gain power, but you also get a negative perk.
Maybe the spooky one actually, because I think
I
it'd
kind
be
of like the one with the crazy eyes.
Oh,
no,
but it's-
the one with the crazy eyes sounds cool. But think about a playthrough where you go out of your way to get as many necromancy books as possible.
I wouldn't recommend reading them right away because it will make the game very hard.
Well, like that's the charm.
That would
You
be
can
the
also put
challenge.
on the hard hat, which puts it into hard mode.
Is it like an actual like construction worker's hat?
No, it's a demonic looking hat.
Oh
with
my
teeth.
god, they missed
They
their
had an opportunity.
chance. They missed their chance. That's disappointing.
That is.
Here, I'll
That's
show you what it looks
incredibly-
like.
Game ruined.
That's I'm not buying this anymore. That was literally the last straw. If you have a item in your game called the hard hat and it makes the game hard and it's a hat, you got to make it a
It's
construction
gotta
hat.
be. It's gotta be a
It's
hard
got to
hat.
be a construction hat. That does look funny though, I must admit. It's got to be a construction hat. I am thoroughly
The description for this hat is: all this quietly snarling hat wants is to slowly eat your head. Is that too much to ask?
disappointed.
I'm a little disappointed.
I'm a lot of disappointed.
You get it from the town of Boring Springs.
I love the names of this game.
They really dug deep to make it sound like the most.
Oh, and you can get different partners, but they spell it wrong.
How do they spell it?
Partner.
Partner.
Partner? Howdy,
Hey, partner.
partner.
You can get
Howdy,
Crazy Pete,
Crazy Pete,
Doc Alice,
Doc Dalek,
Susie Cochran,
Susie Cochran,
or Gary the Goblin.
Gary the Goblin.
Got it.
What about, do they have a person you can recruit called Bippy?
Nope.
All right.
That's just the one you can murder.
Well, let me look it up. Maybe there is one. There's so many characters. Maybe there is one.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's yeah. pretty
All
fair.
right, well, she's looking it up. Alex.
Yes.
There is not.
There's not.
There's one called
too bad.
Bimmy.
There's one called, all right, so we got a Bimmy. We ain't got a
Bimmy.
Bippy. Wait, was Bimmy the name of the kid that you were talking about
He's
earlier?
the face rustler.
He's the Oh, I pronounced his name wrong. My bad. We're having a Zealotros Zeliaris. I know his name's not Zeliaris, but I can't remember what his name is.
Zeldris.
Zaria. We're having
Zeldris and Zaratros.
Zaros. They sound so similar.
They do. They have the same Zar thing.
Zarnarvadar. It's any name that begins with a Z instantly sounds.
Oh, no, the perk isn't-
same to me.
So
And that might be namist, but I own up to that. I will own
Perhaps.
that. That's my problem. And I own that.
We
But
apologize for his namist behavior.
But every name that starts with Z sounds the same. I don't care if your name's Zach or Zed. It sounds the same. I should probably own up to that. I don't think I can say this over open air, can I? This seems a little rude.
I think it's fine as long as we apologize.
I apologize, and I own up to that. I apologize.
We're sorry.
What were we saying? You're about to say
but
something, right, Stephanie?
there's really cool locations like the Last Custard Stand, and like, you can go to the circus.
Wonderful.
I mean,
And you can,
why
the
is there a
circus of
circus in a Western game? You never mind. Don't ask.
Why are you asking questions?
Doesn't that seem
Right,
like
I
doesn't
think
that seem
it
like
told
the
us not to ask
prime
questions.
spot for a
Well,
circus?
they had rodeos.
No,
and
they're
like,
they're only there because of the cows. Remember?
sure.
They're demons. They're all demons. They're all from hell
Demon cows.
and demon clowns.
And demon clowns. Well, that's why they have a
Circus, I guess.
Yeah, for the demon clowns and demon clowns.
In the game, they
destructive
hatch
stuff.
from eggs.
So if you just break the eggs before they hatch, I mean, isn't that all good?
Oh.
Yeah, you got.
Oh wait, no, they don't hatch from eggs. They paint the eggs to symbolize each clown's face paint. But then there can't be two of the same because that's taboo.
So could you break the eggs?
He won't let you touch them.
But you could just shoot them.
Yeah, this is
That's
Wild
not
West.
a good idea.
Lawless. It's lawless.
The game
hours.
doesn't let you do that
Okay.
for good reason because you would die.
For
Why?
killing a clown?
They're demons.
Yeah, and
So?
They would kill you.
yeah, never
But if
stop
you
the kids
broke-
from Promised
You-
Neverland.
Okay, so you can kill the clowns indirectly.
Indirectly.
Yes, you get these little toy figurines and you can go to the, Fort Aldead.
Turn them into voodoo dolls.
No,
Dang.
Fort Aldead has an army of skeletons, and you get these little figurines, and you can put them on the map, and they go attack that place.
Oh, so you could go to the clowns and have them have
Destroyed.
the skeletons do your dirty work.
Yes.
Cool.
You
know
can
what?
also send them
That's
to the
legit.
Goblin Village.
Eh,
That's legit. That's how you do. I feel like that's how you
that's
do.
an indirect, I'm not taking responsibility for this way.
And I feel like that's the perfect way to deal with demons. Alex, I got a question. What's happening in the chat right now? You seem to be in it.
The chat right now, we were talking a little bit about D&D and then about Moxie. And then apparently West of Loathing is actually on the Switch as well.
Wait, what are you going to borrow
seriously?
from me?
Oh, your copy of West of Loathing. So
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
have to buy it.
But only if I can play with you.
Well, obviously, you'd be playing with me. It's on your computer.
Yay! Kwawe, you should play too.
Maybe.
Yeah, you should play with us.
probably. Yeah, sure. Why not? I might not buy it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But so coming out for Switch, what's the topic of D&D in the chat? I'm a little curious.
We were talking about Orange's campaign that he's a part of, where they recently went up against a
Spoon.
Clear Mage,
No.
Zealotros.
No.
Fork.
An aboleth.
Aw, mine's better.
Oh, gross.
No, aboleth are bad. Real bad.
What
They
are
are
those?
super bad news.
What are
They're
those?
I think they're like dimension eaters.
They are like super evil things that are like Cthulhu-esque, but not quite Cthulhu.
Imagine like giant squids.
Have you ever seen a cassowary? Those would make awesome bosses.
What's
like,
a cassowary?
Like a giant cassowary. They're like birds that can kill you with kicks.
There's a lot of birds that can. kill you with
is
kicks.
this
Yeah, but they're also really aggressive.
is this a real bird?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying. that sounds like something that comes from Australia. Is it from Australia?
I don't know.
I think it's New
okay.
Zealand.
On the
That's
Switch, it's
fair.
only $11.
Oh no, it is.
No,
It is
that's-
Australia.
Knew it.
Yeah.
They
no.
look like this.
Like Australia. Oh, that's beautiful. Australia has like all of the animals that will harm you in the most unconventional ways
Hawaii's
possible.
like- Hawaii's
you
like
heard
the
about the Great
opposite.
Emu War of Australia, right?
No.
Yes.
The Great Emu War, where Australia went to war with emus.
Wait,
and
didn't I
lost.
tell you about that?
No, I'd heard about it before.
Yeah,
but
because the
they
emus
lost.
were destroying their fences, so they went at them, and it didn't work.
The emus won.
Oh no, poor Australians.
Nobody
They
died.
started
It's
it.
just like they gave up.
That's the worst. It's not even like, oh, we have to quit the war on emus because we're losing too many
It's
men.
just-
It's like, oh, this is such a pain.
Pretty much.
We can't deal with this pest.
There were 2 attempts.
Yes. But there's also the last time that I believe the people of Luxembourg went out on a military mission. They came back with more soldiers when they left with because they made a friend.
That's charming.
Amazing, right?
That is so charming. I love Australian history.
Luxembourg is in Europe. But
Oh, never mind.
yes. But you know, the Aussies are a great
I
bunch.
thought we were still talking about Australia.
No,
Wait,
I was
wait.
talking about other silly military things.
My bad.
Listen to this quote that this guy, Major
Alright.
Meredith.
Give it to me. I think I might head out.
If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. They are like Zulus, whom even dum-dum bullets could not stop.
Wow.
And it's so sad that they're talking about emus.
Like, they shot the emus and they just ran off.
That's the kicker.
That really
my
is.
Goodness. Oh, I love Australia. All right.
I want to go to Australia at some point. Yeah.
On that
I
wonderful
don't.
note,
It's full of death.
it's full of.
It's
full
not
of-
that bad.
It's
There's
very much
snails
full of
can
death.
kill you.
90%.
Snails can kill you. Don't pick up snails.
90% of Australia is death.
You should go to Hawaii. You should go to Hawaii
10%
instead.
is hospitable, and 5% of that 10% is very beautiful. That's a lie. All of that 10% is
No, yeah,
beautiful.
no.
All of the
Australia in general, all of it is beautiful.
Oh,
it's
no.
just there's a lot of deadly things.
Well,
Yes.
like the outback. Every time I look at a picture of the outback, it is beautiful objectively. It's beautiful scenery, but I can never shake the thought in
It's
the back
super
of my
rural.
mind that in the back of my head that when I look at a picture of the outback, I'm like, that is
Death.
dangerous.
Oh,
if
yeah.
if I was just to be out there.
Well, it's also a desert too.
Yeah.
Not quite a desert, but it's savanna, deadlands,
Yeah.
badlands area. You're not gonna
100%. And so,
you're not gonna just walk out there
you're
and
100%
be
not gonna
fine.
walk out there. But that's but to that extent, then all the hospitable parts of Australia, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Great. It looks fantastic. And on that wonderful Australia love and note, I think I'm going to head out for the night, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Thank you for joining us for now.
Thank you for having
Hope
me. It
you,
was a lot of
join
fun.
us again, Kwawe.
Absolutely. I hope you all have a good night.
Wait for the
Bye-bye.
folks.
There it is.
See you, Kwawe. So, we had a great conversation there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, West of Loathing, how ridiculous you are. Yes. So, going back to nerdy news, which is, I think, where we started this.
Yes.
And I think you either asked me or Kwawe asked me what I was looking most forward to in the current season. It's actually the Fruits Basket anime, which they're remaking, or I guess have remade because it's being aired. Because the first one it just kind of ended without any sort of, going through the full plot. The current Fruits Basket anime that's airing now is supposed to go through the entirety of the story.
Finally.
Yep. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the first one, but I didn't like how it ended because obviously it just
ended.
Yeah, it didn't even. It ended mid arc too, which was worse.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
But
I haven't finished reading the manga. I watched the anime, so I know how. I looked
The
up how it
Fruits
ends.
Basket?
Yeah, I looked
Yes.
up how it ends.
yeah, no, it's a good ending. I wish I'd seen it,
Yeah,
but now I have the ability to do that.
yeah. But in Minecraft,
Yes.
I finished my house.
Yay!
Yay!
Did you add anything to it, or just?
I'm making space around my house, like I'm clearing trees. That's why I have so much dark oak.
Oh yeah, I'm taking that off your hands. Cause
Yeah.
you don't
Well,
need
I
it.
was gonna say, can I exchange it for like gunpowder or something?
I don't have any gunpowder.
What do you have?
Not much.
Why?
Smooth stone. I've got tons of smooth stone.
I don't need smooth stone.
Well, I'm sorry. That's all I got.
Why do you need dark oak?
I don't, but I always need wood.
Oh.
Like it, and I think I'm gonna use it in my next build. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's why.
I'm not using dark oak. I'm using spruce.
Spruce is a great wood. I love spruce.
Yeah.
It's objectively the best wood in the game.
I don't like the planks that much.
Really,
I like the actual wood.
the logs.
Yes.
The planks are the best. They're the best.
I
color.
don't like the planks.
Huh.
I like the dark oak planks.
Well, yeah. Then again, the new textures make it even better. So
Yeah, I don't have those.
yeah. But even when it was still the older textures, I loved spruce.
I'm opening up my Mega Mart soon.
Good.
I finally figured out how to brew potions.
That's also good.
Yeah. I made a splash potion and I threw it at Pirate.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What was it?
Leaping.
Oh.
He was like, "What did you do to me?"
Yeah, I'm sure it was interesting when he jumped.
Well, his ceilings are so low. It didn't matter.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I made like splash potions of harming. And then I
Harming?
made
Okay.
poison, regeneration.
Just a good concoction of things.
Yeah, you should check it out.
I will. I also set up a brewing room, so I'm going to be brewing some potions of my own at some point.
Yay!
I just don't know what. Probably night vision because I need it.
Oh, I have tons of those. Well, not tons, but
Oh, yeah. But, yep.
feel free to stop by and buy some.
I think my next project's going to either be my new base, which is going to be bigger than the last one.
Yeah.
Because the first
Oh,
one is
did you see my
starter base.
present?
What?
I left you a present.
Oh, I saw it. It's a big house.
It's not a big house.
Made of iron blocks.
It's a
It's your
It's
hut.
a-
Sorry.
yes.
It's your hut, which you built outside the front door.
Yes.
Actually, I need to finish the lagoon first.
That was the only way I could think of to build a hut there without you like minding too much. Was I correct?
What?
I built a hut there.
That's a
And
good
I
place
didn't-
to build a hut.
I didn't think you would mind too much considering
No,
you could keep
I
the
haven't taken
materials.
it down yet because, what if you need a place to hide from phantoms that you bring to my house?
Yeah.
Because you always show up to shadow me, and then you leave by teleportation with the button to the shopping district,
yes.
and you leave the phantoms behind.
Yes.
Because that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're your friends. They're singing for you.
Yes.
Also,
I'm sure.
I don't play with my sound on, so I never know if they're there.
Right. It was to the point where there was like 4 people online. I was like, I don't even care. I set the time today because I wasn't going to be able to sleep with all 4 of you. And I was like, you know what? They're going to burning hell right now because I cannot deal with the sound.
You could have just gone up and shot them.
I could have, or I could have turned it today and continued working on my project,
What is
which
your-
I did.
What is your project?
I'm just finishing all the rooms in the house so that there's nothing.
Fun.
Although Steve's room is kind of unfinished.
My room.
Steve's room will be completely forever unfinished, I guess.
It's just the boy version of my name.
Sure. I would think Steven is. Steven and Stephanie.
I mean,
PH.
shorten it. That's
Whatever,
what people usually do.
I guess. But then again, you could shorten Steven to Steve, so I guess Steven, Steph, so
Yeah.
yeah, why not? It's the shortened version of your male name.
Yes.
Why not? You know what the shortened version of my female name is?
Alex?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I knew a girl named Danny.
Ganny or
Danny.
oh Danny, short for Danielle, or just name was Danny.
I am not sure. I knew another girl named Randy.
Randy.
Yes.
Interesting.
I went to an all-girl school, so I know a lot of girl names.
Well, yeah. So, out of curiosity to the folks at home and to you, Stephanie, what is your favorite block in Minecraft, or your favorite combination of blocks? I know Orange was talking about using stripped birchwood and sandstone. And it looks like it's a really beautiful combination.
I like. I kind of like the snow blocks.
I do like the snow blocks too.
And my favorite combination. I don't know. I haven't tried enough combinations.
That's fair.
I mean, like, I think that my dark oak plank floor looks pretty good with my spruce.
Oh, it does. Those are a very good combination
Yeah. And then I have wool for the.
for the walls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To make it look like the paper walls and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice Japanese style house.
And I have a pond, too, which Alex kind of messed up because he put my teleportation thing there.
You were standing there. I'm like, where do you want your button? You were just standing there. I was like, okay, you want it there.
No, I
obviously.
wanted it above my door.
I wasn't going to put it there.
Oh.
Because then the command block would be showing and you could mess
Oh,
with it.
yeah, that's true.
Not that you could because you were in survival, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has to be inset into something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's there. It's a nice place to go for a walk, to go to the button.
It's kind of dangerous at night.
Well, whose fault is that?
I'm clearing away the trees. I am.
But then you couldn't light it up. If you wanted to do a trick, you could put leaves and then a light block underneath.
Well, I haven't cleared that much yet.
Oh, I see.
And also under my house kind of sucks because the sun doesn't reach there because of my roof.
Well, that's why you need to light up that area.
No, it's lit up. It's just that if monsters chase me out from the woods and I go to my house and then it turns into day, they don't die.
Right. They're still tracing you. That's why you gotta,
No, if I go in,
Deal with them.
but I'm pacifist.
Only when
Sometimes.
you're not wearing your armor.
Yes.
And that's not really how Minecraft works. You can't be a pacifist only some of the time. It's kind of an all or nothing thing. Like, today I'm a pacifist, and then the next day I'm a mass murderer. It doesn't really work.
Oh, yeah, you put it to hard mode, too. That's why I stopped being a pacifist.
Yeah, I put it to hard mode because that's how you get the best drops from monsters.
Oh, I guess that's true.
I'm telling you it's true. Because
Yeah.
that's the truth. Like,
After you did that, I walked to Pirate's house.
yeah.
And I walked in, and he's like, "You're covered in arrows."
Yeah, well, there's also the time we defended his house while he wasn't there.
Yeah. Because I had just gotten a mouse, and I wasn't used to using it, and I ended up throwing my weapons and stuff.
Instead of you threw all of your weapons.
Yeah.
And then when you picked them up, you threw them again.
I'm used to pressing like Q to shoot, but
it's not because that's how you throw things out.
Well, I didn't used to be like that. I used to use P to throw things out.
Yeah, you used to not have a mouse, which is weird. I couldn't fathom playing Minecraft without a mouse.
I made it work, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It was hard to like build stuff though,
I'm sure.
because I couldn't like move sideways and place blocks at the same time.
Yep.
But now it's easier.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh.
What?
Nothing. So, is there any nerdy news you wanted to share?
Black hole?
What?
Black hole?
Black hole. Oh, yeah. Talk about it.
Oh, so they
Because
got
I know it's kind of close to you, where you grew up and where you live.
on Mauna Kea. They have a telescope that helped capture the first picture of a black hole.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's a really big deal.
I get. Yeah.
Because we've never captured a picture of a black hole before.
Yeah. Mr. Hutchison told me it looks like this thing from Lord of the Rings. I don't remember what it was called. The evil thing.
Oh, the Eye of Sauron?
Yeah, he said it looks like that.
A little bit, actually, it does. Which is interesting.
Ominous.
Very ominous. It means that it's watching us.
It does look like it's watching us.
It does.
I wonder where black holes go.
They don't.
What do you mean?
Black holes are just infinite density, so it sucks things in and then it never leaves.
What does it look like inside a black hole?
It doesn't. There's no light.
Oh. Do you think we'd die?
Oh, instantly.
Oh, why?
Why?
What would we die from?
Being crushed to death, among other things.
Oh. Yeah. Orange should join our Minecraft server.
I agree.
He can open up a shop.
Yes, everybody else has one.
Yeah. Although
Just saying.
mine's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening?
I am listening.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to make some defense for your shop and Meaty Pete.
Well, I wasn't, because I've talked about Meaty Pete in the Meats and Eats Tavern before.
Yeah. You should sell, like... Oh, you should sell, like... I wish there were more drinks in Minecraft.
I mean, I guess?
There's only milk.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what other drinks could there be? Pumpkin juice?
Melon juice, for sure.
Melon
watermelons.
juice. Yeah.
I don't know if pumpkin juice would work.
I mean, they make carrot...
Technically, if you think about it, potions are drinks in Minecraft.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
they're
ton
more
of them.
valuable.
I guess.
I mean, if they make carrot juice, they can make pumpkin juice.
Yeah.
My
But
mom drinks carrot juice a lot.
But the question is whether you'd want to drink pumpkin juice.
I wouldn't want to drink carrot juice, but people do it anyway.
That's your preference. I don't see pumpkin. I don't think people eat pumpkins raw.
They don't smell very good. But neither does durian.
Yeah.
What other drinks could there be?
Water. You can drink water out of a bottle.
Yeah, but it doesn't really do anything.
That's true.
I wish you could get milk in anything in like a bottle instead of a bucket. I could
Yeah.
probably drink a bucket of milk. I like milk.
I wouldn't drink a bucket of milk, but you could certainly try. Maybe if it was a small bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about like the like children's buckets, not like fishing buckets.
Yeah.
I like how they added tropical fish though. That might be one of my favorites.
Yes, no, it was a very good thing they added.
Yeah.
Let's see what else could they add. They could add like tea or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
Well,
coffee.
maybe you could find a use for like leaves besides decorating.
Chocolate milk they could add.
Yes. Oh yeah, so I've been trying to play Don't Starve again recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's this thing called the crock pot where you put in 4 different like types of food and then you cook it and it makes like a superfood.
Oh really? Because
So
my
if you-
crock pot just cooks chilies and pot roasts and stuff.
Well, if you put in like 4 like meat, you can get meatballs. Or if you put in like 4
See,
vegetables.
I don't cook my meatballs in the crock pot.
Well,
that's just me.
it's your only. You're in a survival situation. You gotta make do with what you have. But if you
I
put,
have a crock pot, I don't think I'm in a survival situation.
well, you need the science machine to create the crock pot. Your character's a scientist,
Uh-huh.
but
I figured. But they chose a really bad place to do science.
oh, it wasn't a choice.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so if you put in 4 vegetables, you get ratatouille,
Yeah.
and then there's like mandrake stew and like
Make sure you get the poison out of mandrakes.
yeah, but we
I guess
still
the
need
crock pot
still
cooks it
need
out.
to cook our nerdy thing.
We do. I can, you know what? I can make some Japanese curry this weekend. How does that sound?
Yay!
I actually am in the mood for it right now. Oh, yes.
What else could we make? We could make something from Breath of the Wild.
We can certainly try.
Why?
I don't trust my stove.
Oh, what if we made like you know how in Slime Rancher there are those like weird fruits? What if we made like a smoothie?
We can make a smoothie. I don't have a blender, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That puts a kibosh on that.
Yeah, that idea went out really fast. What else could we make? Minecraft cake seems too obvious.
I know. We could just go buy a cake. And call it good. I mean, right?
What other? I guess we could make something from Pokemon.
I guess.
Like the Poffins or
Poffins, Pokeblock.
something. Pokeblocks. I want to make Pokeblocks. Those look cool.
Yeah. What about what are the things from X and Y again? Pokepuffs.
Yeah.
I'd eat a Pokepuff. It's like a cupcake.
Oh, what about Poffin?
Poffins are like macarons, I think.
Yeah. Let's make Pokepuffs.
I guess. I don't know if I have the right equipment for that either.
No.
I don't have a really stocked kitchen right
Curse
now.
our college kitchen.
Yeah, what do you mean mine? Wait, not ours, mine.
You said it too.
It's because I got it backwards.
I was going to help, that's why. Or provide emotional support.
You don't even cook.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I can cook.
But
Some
you
things.
don't cook.
My family didn't like me cooking.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, it's a good life skill to have.
I can
Okay,
make.
I would like to point out something. We made it at least an hour and some before we started talking about food.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
'cause-
that's a new record.
That's because Kwawe was here.
I know. And we've gone off.
We
about
could make
food.
some food from West of Loathing.
I would rather not.
You don't even know what the food is.
I bet you it's some sort of weird meat ore based.
No,
Oh, really?
because meat is currency.
That seems like a waste. I'd eat meat.
You can wait. Let me look it up. Let me look up some food from West of Loathing.
Oh my.
I know they're ghost pickles.
You see, the ghost pickles I would make in the real world might actually turn you into a ghost.
Apple pie, beaker of fudge.
Isn't that the one-of item that you can use?
Yep. Beer battered hot dog.
I mean, you can make those.
Boot leather dog. Brain meat pie. Butter pie.
Was that just butter in a pie shell?
I don't know. I don't know how you make these things. I'm just telling you what they are. Clown sausage.
These don't sound appealing.
Elegant hot dog. Goat steak.
What's the elegant hot dog?
Let me read it. This is exactly enough sausage and exactly enough bun to qualify as a hot dog. It is perfectly efficient.
Okay, it sounds like the bun to meat ratio is on point.
We can make a goblin sandwich.
Let's not.
Let's see.
I don't know any goblins, but if I did, I don't think they would take kindly to being.
Oh, do you want to make a guffin?
Is it a MacGuffin or just a guffin?
Guffin.
It's obviously a reference to MacGuffin, but okay.
A wad of some kind of goblin bread. It doesn't look very appetizing. Like a soft gray potato, increases your nothing by 0 for the rest of the day.
Let's not.
It's like it like takes up a category in your stomach, but just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
We could make.
Do you know what a MacGuffin is?
No.
A MacGuffin is a filmography in media term that refers to something that gets you somewhere. Like, it's a MacGuffin. That's what it is.
We could make a plate of gilded beans.
Like beans that are coated in gold?
Let me read it. This is a plate of beans that have been individually gilded through an ancient alchemical process.
That's what gilding means, covering in gold.
Yeah, but I didn't. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell if this game is like literal or. Let's see. Roasted cow tongue, spider egg omelet.
You know what? Let's not make things from List of Loathing.
Oh, what about a tombstone pizza?
Okay, so for the record, those used to exist as a brand of pizza.
Oh, really?
And I loved them when I was a kid.
But they
don't make them anymore.
You can make them from pepperoni mold.
I will not be making that. Let's make something viable.
I mean, yeah, nothing on here. Gunpowder turkey leg.
Nope, I won't.
What other games have good food? Let me look up
What are we looking up?
I'm gonna look up Don't Starve food.
Okay, but I think those are all based off real foods mostly.
I don't think mandrake stew is real.
No, because you can't actually cook mandrakes because mandrakes don't exist.
Yeah.
But, ratatouille is a real thing. Meatballs are a real thing. All that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm just gonna look and see if there's anything.
Please do.
Feel free to make suggestions.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to cook.
I was talking to you, but also that.
Well, I mean, I know what I want to cook. I told you I want to make Japanese curry. I don't know why we're continuing.
Banana pop. It's just a banana with a stick through it.
Yeah, frozen bananas.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, it's all right. I'd rather just eat
Dragon pie.
We don't have any dragons that you can eat.
Well, also we don't have like Pokemon berries to make our Pokemon food.
Yes, but those are based at least off real things.
You don't. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Froggle Bunwich.
I don't want to know.
You can eat frogs.
Well, I know you can. But that doesn't mean I want to.
I heard they taste like chicken.
They say a lot of things taste like chicken.
When in doubt, it tastes like chicken.
It's kind of what it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mandrake soup, melonsicle, monster tartar.
Huh.
They actually have some pretty cool looking food in The Sims.
Do they?
Yeah.
I bet you that's all based off real food, though. I hope.
I don't know.
What are the Sims eating if not real food?
Oh, I'm trying to think of a reference. Wait. Something green.
I don't.
People. It's the other word for eating people.
Cannibalism?
No, the thing.
What thing?
Wait, it's gonna bug me now. I have to look it up.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, the folks at home are going, what are they talking about cannibalism for? I'm like, I don't know. So, apparently last year, the Japanese manga market grew by 1.9%, which is a good thing. That means they'll continue to make manga, which means I get to continue to read it. And I like that a lot.
Soylent Green.
Oh, Soylent Green is people, yes.
Yes.
That's in The Sims.
No.
That's in Don't Starve.
I was trying to make a reference.
Oh, okay.
Because you were like, what are they eating? And I was going to say Soylent Green, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
And you're just like the green thing that you eat people. I'm like, what? Soylent Green, yes.
Yes.
Wow.
GeekyChef.com.
That's a website.
Apparently.
That's awesome. I am looking at it right now.
Me too. Giggle water.
Huh. Apple cabbage stew, I know from Skyrim. I've eaten
Green
it
milk?
in Skyrim.
I don't look for something that I would eat. It's going to be a while.
Would you not?
From the first thing I saw that I would eat is from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Would you not eat apple cabbage stew?
I don't like apples.
That would explain why you wouldn't eat it.
We should make butterscotch cinnamon pie.
No?
Why?
Here's one from The Legend of Zelda Monster Curry.
How come when I said monster stew, it was a no? But monster curry
actually, no,
is a
you wouldn't
yes.
like this at all.
I'm a picky eater, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm telling the viewers.
Yeah. I'm a picky eater too, but like your pickiness exceeds mine.
Yes.
And that's saying something.
What is giggle water?
I have no idea. What game is it from?
Oh, wait, is this alcohol? I can't have it then.
That's true.
What is schnapps?
Schnapps is alcohol.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't have it.
But what's it from?
Fantastic Beasts.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. But it says where it's from.
Okay, yep. Oh.
The only thing on here that I would eat is the thing from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Which was what?
Where is it? Hold on, wait, let me find it again.
Wait, there's a recipe for Chudelli?
Griffin scones. It looks good.
Oh, they've got a recipe for lembas bread. Nice.
For what?
Lembas bread.
What is that?
It's the elven bread from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Interesting. Kumquats.
Kumquats.
Yep.
Green milk. Do you want to make green milk?
I do not.
Why not?
Because I don't like milk.
Oh.
And I bet you it's milk with a little bit of food coloring and maybe a little bit of...
well, it says you can use coconut milk.
I don't like coconut milk all that much either.
I don't like it either. My mom made me try it and she told me it tastes like regular milk and it didn't.
No.
So I spit it out.
Of course it doesn't.
In the street.
Oh, gosh. That might be a little extreme.
No, it was really surprising because she told me it tastes like regular milk.
Well, it really doesn't.
I didn't know that. So I drank it expecting milk and I got this wave of awful flavor.
Okay.
So I spit it out.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
It was surprising.
Oh, yes. Apparently at the CinemaCon, whatever that is,
CinemaCon.
they were shown a bit of Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was mixed reactions, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's horrifying.
It is not good.
It is definitely not good. I think the only good thing about it is going to be Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik.
I thought you were going to say the only good thing is people bonding over how bad it is.
Well, that too. I guess.
I want to make butterscotch cinnamon pie.
Yeah.
Enjoy this pie after a nice spaghetti dinner.
Which one?
Butterscotch cinnamon pie.
Sure.
Because in Undertale...
It sounds like way too much sugar for me.
In Undertale, they there's this character named Papyrus, and his whole thing is that he loves making spaghetti, but he can't make spaghetti because he can't cook.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, because his cooking instructor is Undyne, and she can't cook either, and she ends up setting the house on fire because of her passionate cooking. Because according to her, the like harder you cook, the better it tastes.
Yeah. Okay. No.
We could make snail pie.
Nope.
That's also something in Undertale.
I don't want to eat snails. Do you?
No.
I recommend things that you would want to eat, not things that are just there.
That are just there.
Come on.
All right. I'm trying to think of games that we both know, though.
Well, I mean, irrelevant. If it sounds tasty, just mention it.
Okay. Oh, my computer's gonna die.
Oh, you should have brought your charger.
I did, but it's in the other room.
I mean, in here.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I don't know. I guess I don't pay attention to food in games that much.
I do.
Well, in West of Loathing, I pay attention when the food's funny. Like, in West of Loathing, you pay, like, $5,000 for a jelly bean because, you know, you can't get jelly beans.
Okay.
What is one?
I actually want to make this apple cabbage stew.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I
It looks
interrupted.
really good. Like, really, really good.
Have you ever played The Legend of Starfy?
No, but I've heard it's really good.
It's so good. It's so cute.
I wonder if it's on the eShop. Hold on.
The what?
The Nintendo eShop. I know they released it on something.
What other Nintendo games have I played that have, like, food in them? We could make the cake from Mario. Princess Peach's cake.
Yes?
I'm only suggesting sweet things.
I really don't want to cook sweet things.
Okay, I'll suggest other things.
Huh. Let's see. I could make this apple cabbage stew. Like, it sounds delicious. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to make it.
Orange says that he has a recipe for Soylent Green.
And I told him no.
Why not? I'm sure there's no actual people in it.
Well, obviously not. But it's still the principle of it, as I'm not going to eat anything Soylent Green related.
I don't even know what that reference is from, to be honest.
It's from the movie Soylent Green.
I've never seen it.
Well, spoiler alert, the ending is Soylent Green is people.
Well,
Soylent Green is people.
why is it people?
Because that's what it's made out of.
But why did they make it out of people?
You're asking me the wrong question.
What is the right question then?
I don't know why it's made out of people. That's the point of the film. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Maybe we should move on and come back to it later.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, I think What don't you like about apples? Now I'm kind of hung up on this.
Why?
I am just curious.
I just don't like the way they taste.
Okay. I don't know. So we've got about 10 minutes left. What do you want to talk about then?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
After this is over, we should go up and get food.
We could definitely do that.
Yay!
I'm gonna eat something light because it is late, but
I'm not.
you're gonna eat Mutzy sticks, aren't you?
Yay!
Ah, yes. When in doubt, Stephanie wants mozzarella sticks.
Because I didn't eat dinner.
Why not?
Because I had to go to a meeting.
I wish you had let me know earlier.
You were busy.
I would have gotten you food earlier.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
What's the oldest game you've ever played?
Oldest?
Yes.
I don't know.
Wait, have you ever been to an arcade?
I've played Pong before.
What's that?
That's kind of like the original game.
What is it?
Pong. It's the ping pong game. The paddles go back and forth, and you hit the ball. Doot, 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 doot. You've never played Pong? Look it up, Pong, right now. You'll know what Pong is. And if you don't, then I'll be like, oh my word.
Pong.
It's not an amazing game, but it's Pong.
It looks old.
Well, it is one of the first games that was ever made. So
When
yeah.
did you play it?
I've played it. You can play it on the internet. I've played it in an arcade before.
It's in a museum.
Yes, it is. The first Pong was made on an oscilloscope.
I wonder
So-
what the oldest game I ever played was. I don't even know.
Don't ask a question that you don't know the answer to.
It was rhetorical.
Okay, but you have to have your own answer to that question, no?
I remember the first game I played was Nintendogs on the DS. Okay, my oldest gaming system
Yeah.
was the DS.
Okay. Mine was the Nintendo 64. Yeah, that's the one that I've owned, but I've played games on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo. I just never owned one because I was limited in my game system choices back when I was growing up.
That must have sucked.
Yeah, well, it was
I
more
would-
of you already play enough video games. Why do you need more?
I'm not quite in the generation that grew up with a lot of technology.
Right.
I wasn't one of those kids that had an iPad.
Oh, yeah, neither did I.
I had an iPod when I was
I had less than you had. Just remember that.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, computers were just starting to get big.
I had an iPod, but I didn't use it because I didn't like it because I liked playing with my dinosaur toys.
Dinosaur toys are pretty sweet.
Yes, I still have my Saltosaurus toy. It's the best dinosaur.
Yeah. Which dinosaur toy was your favorite?
Saltosaurus.
Oh, yes. But what actually was it? What kind of dino?
Huh?
What kind of dinosaur was it?
What do you mean?
What was the scientific name of the dinosaur?
The Saltosaurus.
That's not a real dinosaur.
It is a real dinosaur. It is.
Saltosaurus. Oh, it actually is.
See, I told you.
But it's Sultan, not Salto. That's where I
Well-
was getting confused.
Yeah, well,
Sure. Would you look at that? Well,
You should trust me more.
I don't know.
I
When you're
say
making
as I-
jokes like that,
It wasn't a joke. It's real.
but you joke a lot. Need I remind you of the hour and 20 minutes we talked about spoons?
But that was a serious conversation.
It started out serious, you're right. And then you...
Only because Teddy and Lizzie. You loved it.
It was entertaining. But yeah.
Does your wife still watch this show?
What, our show?
Yeah.
Of course.
What do you think she's gonna say about the dating sim thing that we talked about?
Well, I mean, she already laughed about it, so yeah. She actually wasn't paying too much attention to what you guys were saying. She's like, wait, what did they say? And I had to re-explain my shame that I didn't know I had until you brought it up.
Maybe. Well, what was the last? What dating sims have you played?
I don't know because I haven't played any in a very long time, if at all.
You should try one. Maybe you'll like it now.
Maybe.
Play one with me.
Maybe it's just not my style of game. I'm more into the RPGs and stuff.
It's kind of an RPG.
Kind of.
Just try it. If you don't like it, we don't have to keep playing it.
Well, nah.
No.
Yeah, I'm just not into it.
That's fair.
It's just not my style. It really isn't.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh. Basically, what happens is she's using her phone to watch the stream, so she can't watch and text at the same time. And she texted me while you guys were roasting me.
It wasn't. It didn't. I didn't mean it for it to be a roast, but then it turned into one.
Yes. Still goes to show I still won the greatest, dating sim ever. It wasn't even a simulation. I just won dating, I guess. But yeah, so I guess it's about time. We could end now and talk about our final nerdy thoughts. Or we could go for another 3 minutes. Your choice.
I already have my final nerdy thought
Oh, yeah?
in my head
Oh, yeah?
right now.
Okay.
So can I say it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will the show end after?
It could.
Okay. Orange, you should join our Minecraft server. We need more people.
Yes, Orange, you have an open invitation. And if you'd like to get onto the Minecraft server, then you should email me at nerdboysextreme@gmail.com.
Yee.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm responding to somebody in Twitch. That's all there is to it, folks. My final nerdy thought is JRPGs that have a romance aspect are not dating sims. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, listening, watching, whatever it is you have been doing. We appreciate you being here with us. We hope to see you next time here on Talking Nerdy. And definitely join us next week, because I'm sure there will be a lot more of us talking about nerdy things. That's kind of what we do here.
Yeah.
So anyway, have yourselves a wonderful evening, day, night, whatever time you are watching or partaking of this nerdiness. Enjoy it. And we will see you next time. Wave to the folks.